Hello and welcome to Betty's Rustic Home. Welcome here. I have been busy updating this living room, dining room space. It's all together. We have a very large window in this room, so I wanted to update the blinds, but with that there was painting needed and so on, more stuff that was needing to be done. So I will take you along and show you how I did it and what I did to it. I did hang some drapes and yeah, I will show you what I did. If you are new here, my name is Betty and welcome. I hope you will enjoy this video and it will give you some inspiration. So because I did film it at the end of spring, there is still snow on the ground, so you will still be able to see through the window some snow. That I just wanted to come on here and explain it before I show you the video so that you knew why we had snow, because it is end of summer, beginning of fall, so we don't have snow yet. I hope we will not have it for a little while here, just so you know why there is snow in this video. So in today's video I will update the window blinds behind me. They were very old when we moved in. They didn't even work, but we somehow managed to get them to work, but they are a lot of pieces broken. We have fixed them. There's some missing already, and kids are always playing with them. When we have family over or someone visits us that have little children, they always go and play with them, and I feel so sorry for the moms that always have to run, get the kids away from the blinds. So my plan is to take them down. I updated them a couple of years ago. They looked very old, so I added the valance at the top, and it made it look much more acceptable for now. But it is time to take them down. I plan on taking them all down and adding curtains to the window. With updating the window or the blinds, I will paint the wall as well. It is in desperate need of some paint. I have some leftover paint from a project, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the wall. It will not match with the rest of the walls, but for now I'll just paint this wall and hopefully it will update the wall. I have ordered some curtains. I'm a little bit nervous with the color that I got. I got a cream color. I would have liked them to be a little bit more white. We'll see how it will turn out. Now you can see it a little bit better how much tape we already used at the top in order for them to stay up. It just kept falling down and we added a lot of tape, as you can see. They just kept falling down, and we kept putting them up in order that we didn't have one's blinds missing, but we have one already here missing that needed to be put back up. But now we're just gonna take them down. There is a lot of dust up here. I should have cleaned more often. This is a little bit embarrassing to show it to you, but maybe you have places in your house as well that you don't get to as often as you would like to, and this is what happens. It doesn't help with the vent being right underneath the window, so it just keeps blowing it all up. And with the valance there was no way that it could escape, so it just had to all settle up here. So I'm glad that I'm taking it all down and giving it a wash and cleaning it all up. It will feel much fresher, I'm sure. And with this is just a board, and I stapled some Velcro on it, and I sewed Velcro on the valance that I had up here so that I could attach it and take it off easily to wash. And it made it just much simpler. And it was the only way that I could figure out a way so that it would be wide enough here so that it would clear this rack where the blinds attached. So if you have somewhere above the window that you have something that needs to be cleared, you can always take we have a rubber band up here. You can always take something like this and make it so that it extends so that it does clear whatever you need to. Sometimes the window pops out a little bit more, or the trim around the window, but in my case it was this rack where the blinds attached. I'll try and show you how I take them off. Let's see if I can do it with one hand, how it works. And with this one, you can see that the tape has already started to give. It would not have taken much longer for it to start coming off again. And a few of the blinds were on top already cracked, so they just haven't touched the wrong way, they would have fallen. It is definitely time for them to come down. It's another day and I am getting ready to paint. I have cleaned up the wall, got all the dust off, vacuumed and everything, and puttied all the holes. It has been a few days. It is quite uncomfortable for the window to be that big and open in the evenings, so I am looking forward to getting it finished so that we can hang some curtains and close them at night again. I'm going to finish this first coat, and then I'm going to come back and show you how it looks, and then we're going to go on to the second coat. So it took me about an hour to get the first coat of paint done. It is all dry now. We had lunch in the meantime while it was drying, and now I'm ready for the second coat. It was much harder to get at this corner, especially at the top. I couldn't remove this bookshelf. It is basically the whole entertainment unit has to be moved in order for it to come out, because it is somehow locked in. I did pop off the trim at the bottom so that I don't have to watch that I don't paint the trim. And once I'm done, I'm just gonna pop it back on. They are vinyl trim, so it is easy to just pop them off and paint and then pop them right back on, and it's just much easier for painting that way. And now I'm going to go ahead and go with the second coat. I'll show you how it turns out. So I decided to paint everything with the small roller. It is only this section here behind me that I could have rolled with the big roller. To me, it wasn't worth it dipping the big roller in paint and later having to wash it, so I decided to just go with the small roller. It doesn't take that much longer. got all the painting done, and while the paint is drying, I will be opening this curtain that I ordered. It is a blackout curtain. I haven't opened it yet. I have no idea what quality it is. So I will open it and see. It is a very, very thick material, so I hope it will work. It will keep the sun out on very bright days, and it is a wide curtain. I think I ordered the widest one that I could find. It is a very wide window. It is 12 feet wide, and Amazon was a place I could find them for a half decent price, and it looks like it will do what it's supposed to be doing. I'm not sure how it will look against the wall. It almost is the same color. I'm not sure if I should send them back and get white ones instead. And how I hang curtains is so that the ceiling looks taller. I hang the curtains as high as possible, and then on the side of the window, not in front of the window, so that the curtain can hang on the side, so that there can come as much light in the window as possible, and you can always close it if you need to. But if you have blinds, you don't need the curtains to be functional, so just leave them on the side hanging, so that makes it that way your eye draws up to the ceiling if you hang it as high as possible. So here I'm going to draw you how to hang a curtain so that it looks more elevated. Like here's the window. So usually we would have our curtain rod across the window and then have our drapes hanging down in front of the window like this, and sometimes even have it just right beneath the window. So this would be the drapes, and there's the window. There's not much light coming in, so this way you hang the curtains on the window. If you want to hang it so that the window looks taller and bigger, when we have the same size window, let's see, if the curtain rod is here, just hang it a little bit more to the side. Hang your drapes over here. It makes the window look bigger. Ceiling, the wall. So I'm going to draw a side by side in comparison. We have the wall over here, and put a window over here and a window over here. Now we have the same wall with the window. If we hang the drapes right above the window and in front of the window and just beneath the window. So, and if you wanted to make the ceiling look taller and your window look taller and get more light in, you hang the curtain rod as much to the top as possible. And that will make the window look taller. And then you do the drapes all the way to the floor. This will elevate your room, and it will make your room look more elegant, and also make the window look taller, the ceiling taller, and it will let more light in. I didn't have enough curtains. I wanted to have an extra panel to go in the middle to break up the window a little bit. So I had to order more, and I was going to show you how I hang them once I had gotten the last panel in. Summer got in between, and it's been a while. It is at the end of summer, beginning of fall, so I decided to finish up this video so I can upload it and show you how my project turned out. Today I am going to show you how I hang my drapes so that they hang very nicely, and I am still able to open and close them. If you have drapes like mine and you need them to open and close, and you need the window to be closed during a certain time of the day, this is a little trick so you can use them still, but they will always kind of stay in the same place when you have them open, so that they are not all over the place, so that they still have some shape to them. So I have my drape here, and I have paper towel roll cut into 1-inch slices. How I hang my curtain panels are, that's a paper roll and then another like this, another paper roll, and so on. When I open the blinds so that they will have a certain shape, that they won't be squished all together. I'll show you here. If I don't have the roll in between, as you can see, this one squishes all together and this one has a little bit of a shape to it. That's why I put the roll in it. If you wanted a bigger opening here, you wanted them to be a little wider over here, you could put in a wider roll. But for me, I like this style, so I just put 1-inch paper towel rolls in there so that they don't just always are so squished together like this. Like this, they squish together. If your husband helps you out and opens the blinds in the morning so that they all have a nice shape together, so you can see these squish together. I had to cut them all at the bottom and hem them a little bit. I didn't want them to completely touch the floor. If you have drapes and you want them to hang nicely, you can just get the length so that they don't exactly touch the floor. If they touch the floor, then they won't hang nicely down. But if that's the style you go with, just go ahead and have them pull down at the bottom. That looks very nice too, but I would more likely do that in a bedroom than in a living room or dining room. So
who am I that the maker of heaven would love me and know me by name? In a world where I feel like a stranger, His love came and found me the same. In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in You. All in You, everything I need is found in You.
Here is how I train my drapes so that they will stay in place and look very neat. I put some folds in them. The way they are at the top, I just follow those folds along so that they will have the same folds at the bottom. And I make sure that every single one is in and that they are very neat. And then I place a band around them, and that way I can train them. I leave it on for a couple of days and they will stay in place once the band has been taken off, and they will just keep their shape that they have been placed in and trained in. And if I open and close the window, usually they will fall right back into their place, but if they don't, I just have to nudge them a little bit and they will fall right back in place. So this is a neat little trick that you can do also to train your drapes so that they will always stay very neatly and keep their fold. I think I will have to lift the curtain rod here a little bit. The drape is touching the carpet, and so it makes it a little harder for them to stay in place. I think it would help just to lifting up the curtain rod a little bit. When I did measure it to cut, I did it on the other floor, and the carpet floor is a little bit higher.
I hope you got some value out of today's video. If you would like to join me for future videos, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. Hit the like button. My video can get ranked and other people can enjoy it as well and get some inspiration out of it. Please join me for next time and be blessed.
Everything I need is found in You. Found in You.